beautiful Sagittarians, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your singles love reading for February 2022. I've already cleansed your space and have meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details and I'll never ask you for your personal details either. So if anyone masquerading as me asks you for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Sagittarians, let's see what is coming up for you. This is a singles love reading for February 2022. Also, if you feel like you're in a twin flame connection, I will be doing a separate twin flame reading for your sign. And if you're not interested in looking for love at all, I will be doing a career reading straight after that. So let us see what is coming towards you. Okay, and they want those two for the external circumstances outcome. We have, let us see here. Oh, interesting. So I'm going to get all the cards first and get all of your general energy before I go to a Celtic cross to see who is coming towards you. But your first card there is the bouquet. So that is an indication that you are an absolute gift to somebody, okay, when you meet that person, because the bouquet basically means gift. Or, you know, giving, receiving. You're so generous with your time and your care. It is number 9, so that is Hermit Energy, which is about a solitary energy. You've had some time to reflect and to find out your inward truth, but also to grow, to blossom. But I'm going to go and get some cards on that in a moment, just to clarify. Yeah, you've worked hard. You've had a difficult pathway in terms of love. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Sagittarians? What do they need to know regarding singles love? Can you please guide them for the highest good? Okay. We've also, interesting. Okay, they want me to go one more, so I will. We got adjudication here. So there may be some, you've got a lot of messages coming on in. That's someone, okay, there's someone here that you already know who will be messaging you. But we do have another message coming on in. So you're going to be quite active. Messaging a lot of people. So let's see who those people are and what is coming towards you. But first of all, your energetic energy for February. So this is about being in balance, okay? It's also about your wonderful, generous, loving heart, all the gifts of your attention, your love, your care, your nurturing to other people. I feel you've learned to be in balance and not actually be someone who overgives, because I feel like you may have been an overgiver in the past in your relationships. You're the sort of person who works hard in relationships, especially when you feel like they're not going the way that you hoped, or they've lost a little bit of sparkle. I definitely feel like you've learned a difficult lesson in a past relationship, and it was about giving too much of your wonderful self. Now, of course, with the right person, it's going to be equal give and take. You know, no relationship it's ever like unicorns and rainbows. There's always work that is entailed in having a successful relationship, okay? But I feel you may have been the person in the past who gave your wonderful care, always made sure the other person was cared for, loved, that they knew, and I feel like you just gave more energy to the relationship than the other person. That doesn't mean that they didn't love you equally, but I feel like you put a lot into it, okay? You put a lot of effort in there. And I feel like you've learned to blossom since. You've learned to recognize that you bring a lot to the table. You are a gift in itself, my beautiful Sagittarians, okay? So I do feel like, now there's something here, it's not going to resonate for everyone, but there's something here about not really liking flowers, that you prefer a plant or a tree or something, because Now this, I'm not sure, this may resonate with someone in particular. It's almost like you'd prefer if someone did not give you flowers, or because they've been picked. Their life has been ended by picking them. So I feel like if someone was to give you a gift, you'd want a plant, or you'd want something that is rooted. I feel like that is the same in a relationship. You're looking for something to take root with. I feel you're looking for something stable. Because they're indicating here that without roots, something is not sustainable. So I feel like you are looking for something a little bit more committed, a little bit more authentic than maybe you have experienced in the past. But there's something here about someone being kind of against receiving flowers as a gift. You would rather someone gifted you a plant, because it is something that you could continuously nurture and allow it to grow. You don't like things to be cut short in their prime, and I'm loving that. So whoever that is, I'm sending you the biggest hug out there. But it is number 9, so that is Hermit Energy. Solitary energy, you are a truth seeker, but also you are someone who bears the truth, my beautiful Sagittarians. And a lot of people find that difficult to deal with. Don't ever change your wonderful self. Always be your authentic, beautiful, sparkly self, okay? And just tell it how it is. I love my beautiful Sagittarians. They're always so honest. I can always go to them for wise advice, but also for them to tell me the truth, okay? Not everybody is, how can I put that, is comfortable with hearing the truth, okay? Whilst they do think they would appreciate it, they're not comfortable when you tell them how it is, okay? So you may have sort of noticed that in relationships in the past, especially situations where people that you were dealing with had a lack of accountability. They were hard work, let me put it that way, is what I'm getting here. They didn't like your element of truth. They just couldn't take it. They couldn't hack it, okay? So I would say that's their problem. That's not your problem. But I feel like you've learned a lot, and you've been really reflective. Number 9 indicates taking like some time out of the dating pool, for example. So I feel you're in that solitary energy and focusing on your career. I mean, we got toil and labor there. It is number 38. When you reduce that, that's 11. 3 plus 8 is 11. So you're on your soul path. You're working towards your goals and dreams. You are on the right path if you've been questioning it recently. But I feel like your focus, your intense focus, is in making your day-to-day work, building financially. Now, they are indicating that you... because you've been focusing on your career, or you've been focusing on your goals, your personal goals, you have a certain independence about you, okay? So which is wonderful again, but just be mindful that you don't come across as someone who is not wanting a relationship. I hope that makes sense, okay? It's always good to keep your independence, of course, but some people look at you like you're all self-sufficient by yourself, and they think, oh, you're not looking for a relationship, or you're not, I mean, even when you get in a relationship, you are self-sufficient and you maintain your independence. But some people, they feel because your focus seems to be so intense on your career or on your personal goals, they see your independence as someone that they admire, but they feel like you're untouchable. There's this energy of untouchable. I'm going to pull a card on it and see what that's about, okay? It's almost like they try to understand you, and they can't quite get to grips with you, okay? You're very awakened. You're very, they always say the person to fear is the person who, how can I put that? It's almost like, if you don't need for anything, my beautiful Sagittarians, people fear that because they feel like they're not useful to you in some way, or that they, that they would not be any kind of addition to your life. They couldn't enhance your life in any way because they feel like you got everything you need all going on by yourself. So just be a little bit mindful to, when you meet the right person, to open up and let them in. I'm just going to pull a card on that before we move forward. We got the Three of Pentacles here, and we got the Six of Pentacles. So the Six of Pentacles here is, you know, the equivalent of that bouquet. It's about balance, harmony, and generous spirit. Okay, now the universe is going to bestow a gift upon you, going to pay extra attention to you in the next 6 months is what they're giving me here. I never really get energy for the next 6 months, but they're actually giving that to me with this card. So I feel like you're going to get extra blessings in the next 6 months, not just financially, but I feel on a personal level. We do have a Three of Pentacles here. Now this is about teamwork. Collaborating, you're working really hard. People admire you, but they see you from afar. They see your skills, they see what you do, and they sort of, as you can see, those two figures, they're discussing someone that they've raised high, but that person is on their own. So I'm just getting this energy that people sort of look up to you in some way, and they admire you. And male or female, not a gender specific reading. I feel like men and women, they sort of admire you. But it's almost like untouchable. It's an odd, they feel like you are either nomadic or you are, it's because they feel like they can't work you out. They're not sure whether you've got somebody, or I'm not really sure what this energy is that's coming through. I'll always be honest when I say I can't quite pin my finger on it, but I just get this energy of, whoa, untouchable. Okay, so we've got the Seven of Swords in the reverse. Okay, the Seven of Swords in the reverse is an energy of, it's like, I feel like they just can't work you out, okay? They see you as very independent. And you may have dealt with, for example, because they're showing me here that you gave your wonderful care and attention to a person in the past, and this person may have either put you in a third-party situation, or you suspect that, you know, I feel like you shut down a bit. It's not that you're running away from relationships. I feel like you're hesitant, okay, with this energy. Now, I would be mindful, because I do feel like this person is kind of returning. Because when you get a Seven of Swords in the reverse, it kind of says, you know, someone wants to make amends, or someone who may have ghosted a relationship or walked out, they may come back to talk. So we will go deeper and find out what's going on there. But I just want to go one more. The Emperor. So yeah, we do have, there is a divine counterpart coming on in, but this person, well, I feel like people in general see you as someone who's quite successful, but a little bit closed off. Again, male or female, not a gender specific reading. We all have feminine and masculine energy that we embody in different moments on our journey. So I'm reading this as your energy because this is the protagonist's energy. So I feel that sometimes people see you as aloof, or someone who is not strict. I don't feel like strict, but because sometimes you know, you may be focused on your career, it just feels like you're raised up in some way. They feel like you're untouchable. I don't know what that energy is, so I'm gonna have to leave it there, because I don't want to waste your whole reading exploring that feeling of untouchable. But you may have noticed that some people, sometimes people look at you differently. They set you apart. They really admire you. But it's either because you feel so nomadic or so independent that they feel like you are self-sufficient. Okay, I'm going to move on from that. We have a resistance position. This is number 26. Okay, and we've got the knowledge, the books there. Okay, and this is, of course, about learning. You've had a very difficult learning sort of curve in relationships. And we've got the message of concern there, and it's number 14. When you look at number 14, that is actually the Temperance card, which is a Sagittarian energy about balance, harmony, patience, and self-control. But I feel like this lesson that you may have had in relationships was about maturity, okay, in terms of fixing people. That's what I get this energy, fixing people. Okay, you may have attracted people who gravitate towards your wonderful light, and they may have had some sort of trauma, or you may have felt compelled to yeah, it's almost like they come towards you for care, or for help in some way. So I would just be mindful of that. That has come up in a recent reading as well there. So just be a little bit mindful. I think it was a Scorpio reading. You know, if you've got Scorpio placements, there's just this energy of people. It's almost like you fix them and then they fly the nest. Okay, that's what I'm picking up there, my beautiful Sagittarians. But I feel like you've learned about that. I feel like you've learned to not go so quickly in relationships. We've got messenger of concern here. So I do feel like, you know, someone tends to reach out and sends you like SOS messages when they're in a bit stuck in a rut. I'm going to pull a card on this just to be sure. But I feel like you've had a very interesting journey when it comes to love, and they're actually highlighting a book right now here, and it's Captain Cook, and they're just giving me this sentence: no man is an island. And I don't feel like it's no man as in masculine energy. I mean, it's like mankind. No man, it's almost like I want to say no mankind is an island, even though I know the famous quote is no man is an island. So I feel like you have resigned yourself in some way to thinking that you're going to be single or that you're going to be alone all of your life. That is not correct. If you're looking for love, I do feel like there is love available to you, but I feel like you've lost a bit of hope, or you feel a little bit jaded about the journey of love, maybe even a little bit confused as to why you've been given this journey when it comes to love. But I'm going to pull a quick card here. Now, very interesting. They're showing me a light, and in that light there's a fly. You know, when the fly sort of gets exhausted and then just burns out, and then just, you know, you see the dead fly in the lamp or in the light or something like that. They're just showing me that. It's so bizarre. I'm not really sure what that means. So it can mean that you've tried to have hope, but you've given up. Or it can mean that you're literally looking at a lamp and you can see a fly in there, and, you know, it's like struggling. I'm not really sure what it means. Or it could mean that something that you had once hoped for is completely dead and gone. So please take it as it resonates. Let me just pull a card on that. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides. We got the King of Pentacles here, and we got the King of Cups. Okay, so that's two kings, and they're both in the reverse. So you may have maybe experienced a person in the past who was quite jealous, emotionally manipulative. It can be the same energy. It doesn't have to be two different people, but it can be two different people as well. Okay, so it could, your experiences, I mean, it's almost like you've given up on finding the love that you truly deserve and desire, because you feel like there's nothing solid, or there's nobody out there to offer that love. There's no potential right now. So you're just resigning yourself to, you know what, my love life is probably over. That's not the case, okay? I feel like Spirit wants you to be aware that yes, there is a wait, and yes, you have been patient. I want to see what the lesson is here for you, because they're highlighting a lesson. Now, we all have to learn lessons, okay? So please don't shoot the messenger. Sometimes I look at my life and I think, what a car crash. I have learned so many lessons, but they've actually really helped me on my journey. In the moment, they do not feel like pleasant lessons. They do not feel like I'm ever going to thank Spirit, saying, thanks so much for that one. That was a great lesson. But many, many years later, when I look back, I go, actually, that was a very important lesson that I was meant to learn. So let me see. What was the lesson for my beautiful Sagittarians? The Star. It's hope. It is hope. Okay, we got the Star. You're healing from something, or you're meant to heal. Also, it can be that sometimes you feel a little bit confused as to whether you want to be in a relationship or not because of your independent spirit, because I'm just getting that energy of both. So sometimes we actually choose not to want to be in a relationship. We take ourselves out temporarily out of the game, and then we enjoy our freedom so much that we like, do we really need a partner? I do feel like you do want one deep down, but I feel you're kind of all good right now. It's not that you're seeking. I don't see a seeking energy here. The Star energy in the reverse also indicates sometimes that you don't have faith because of the experiences that you've had. So I feel the lesson here, the challenge to overcome, is to find faith, have a renewal of hope here. There is clarity. You will see, like almost like a miracle. You know, I know that doesn't seem tangible, but I do feel like there is... you're going to feel inspired and motivated once more when it comes to matters of your heart. Okay, so if you've been feeling a little bit jaded, or you felt like, you know what, nobody messages you, or you feel like it's been a difficult time. I feel like that's all about to change. But let's see the timing for that when we go into Celtic Cross. I mean, we've got the star energy right here again. So this is your outcome energy. You will find that faith again. You will find that hope. And there will be a relationship that leads to something that is committed, that is rooted in, a commitment there, something that will grow, something that is healthy. Excuse me. The star energy is about hope, it is about faith, but it's also about stars are aligning to bring you a gift or a dream come true. It's about belief. Believe and you shall receive. Thoughts really do become things. If you think about words, I said this in everybody's last reading because my guides gave it to me. It's very profound. Every time we utter a word needs to be spelt. A spelt is a spelling. It is a spell, right? It is a conjuring. We use our words to affect our destiny. Thoughts become things. Thoughts are words too. So every time we say something about ourselves, whether it's in the negative or the positive, we are constantly manifesting and making things come to life. So if we believe we're not good enough, then we start to feel we're not good enough. We start to manifest we're not good enough, and opportunity leaves us. But the more we believe, the more we start to receive. Now, I know it's difficult because it's a long, drawn-out process, and sometimes we have a lot of hope and then it feels like nothing's happening. But I do feel like there is change here for you, okay? So they really want you to have faith and hope here. There is change. Now, they're just giving me this thing, which is about the eye of a needle. I don't know what that means. Well, I know what it means, the eye of a needle. It's almost impossible. But they're just giving me this eye of a needle. So either you are currently sewing, or you're mending, or you feel, maybe you're looking at some sort of picture that has a needle and thread or something like that, or the eye of a needle. It could even be that you've got a tattoo of an eye of a needle or something like that, or it's a saying that you've just messaged to somebody. I'm not really sure how it resonates with your reading, but they're just saying eye of a needle, and they're just showing me the eye of a needle. So I'm just going to leave it like that. We also have number 5 there. This is, of course, the tree, and this is about the past, overcoming the past, in order to learn lessons, because this is almost like a history lesson right here, in order to grow, in order to plant roots and have a healthy future. Okay, so I do feel like, number 5 is basically the Hierophant, which is a lesson. It is a learning curve, but it is also a tradition. It is something, it's almost like you're being guided to a higher level of commitment. The Hierophant card often represents marriage, okay? So I do feel like there is a committed relationship starred for you, but I feel like right now you've been focusing on other things. Now we do have adjudication. So I feel like you're judging a past situation. Now this tends to connect to the Judgment card, okay? So that can also mean someone from your past wanting a second chance. So I feel like it's almost like someone that may have done you wrong in the past is receiving some sort of karma, and I feel like it makes them want to reach out to you. So just be mindful of that. We will go deeper and find out. Some of you may actually be going through a separation or a divorce, and you're waiting for your divorce to come through before you actually look for new love. So please take it as it resonates, okay? We've also got expectation, and I do feel like especially if you're homebody, because it's number 9, which is the Hermit energy. It's, unless you're online dating, of course, it's very difficult to meet people, especially in a pandemic. Right now we're going through a major one, of course. So you may feel a little bit housebound, or a little bit more housebound than usual. So whilst your expectation is you'd like to find love at some point, you may feel restricted in some way. Because look at her, she's expecting. And which is wonderful, manifesting, expecting, but we also have to take action. We actually have to meet the universe halfway, put ourselves on a course to meet other people, or put ourselves out there in terms of, when I say put yourself out there, it may seem like I'm saying something that's quite difficult, but if you do something like, go to an event in your community, or if you have a hobby that you enjoy doing, or you want to learn, whether it's dancing, pottery, how to make jewelry, whatever it is that really floats your boat, if you're putting yourself out there to do something that you love, you're not physically looking for love. But then the universe says, okay, Saggies, they're out and about. I can now put this person in their path so that they can meet the person of their dreams. So I feel like you got to meet the universe halfway and put yourself in situations. But let's see, we're going to see what's coming in towards you. It's number 28. So when you reduce it, 2 plus 8 is 10, the Wheel of Fortune energy. So you are expecting and hoping that fate intervenes in your situation to bring you an opportunity to meet somebody, okay? I do feel like that is actually going to occur. We've got number 7, message. So I do feel like you have the potential to be talking to somebody new. It's number 7. So that is the Chariot card, which means action, change, you know, you being in control of your destiny. And once you do that, I feel like you put yourself in a position to communicate. I do feel like there's a couple of communications coming on in. I mean, you've got a letter here, you got the telephone right there, message of concern. So I do feel like it's almost like February is going to be a catalyst to propel you forward, to put you in the path to meet somebody, okay? Because I feel some of you may be thinking about doing something that's out of your normal schedule in February. And I feel it puts you in the path to speak to somebody new. But let's go deeper and find out what is coming towards you, who's coming towards you, and what's going on there, okay? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Sagittarians? What do they need to know? Now, just to let you know, the first deck I was using there was the Lenormand deck by Lemucci Design. The second deck there is the Kipper deck. And this deck here is a Starman Tarot, and it's by David De Angelis. I'm only reading the uprights in this deck, apart from the challenge positions. So your first card there is the 9 of Wands. Wounded Warrior. Also a little bit guarded there, protective of your wonderful heart. Probably not even focusing on finding love, but I feel like you haven't quite given up, but you're nearly at that point. I feel like it's been exhausting, your journey. We've got 5 of Wands there at the bottom. That's what is below you. Now the 5 of Wands is a card of conflict, but it's also a card of being in training. So we will... Now some of you may also have just started talking to somebody new, because we got an Ace of Swords in the past position, but we're going to have a look at that. We've got a Princess of Cups, so we do have some love coming towards you. The Princess of Cups is a potential position, and that Princess of Cups is the Knight of Cups, okay? Just so you're aware. In the future position, we've got Justice. So if some of you are going through some sort of separation or legalities, I do feel like once you're free of those, I feel there is a potential for you to connect to somebody. But I feel like you may meet this person beforehand. Also, that Justice card, I feel you're getting the love that you truly deserve and desire. Queen of Wands, loving that energy. The Queen of Wands is about you being very attractive, okay? We've got a Princess of Pentacles there, so there's a Knight of Pentacles. So definitely, I mean, there's 2 options here, but I do feel this is someone who is grounded. We've got a 9 of Pentacles here. That's a hopeful position, hopes and fears position. Outcome, we've got a Temperance card, so we're getting the Temperance card again. Oh, we have a 6 of Cups, which is a return energy. But I would say 6 of Cups also reminds you not to live in the past, okay? So, but we will get to that card when we get to it. They want me to go again, so I will. And we've got a Queen of Cups. Okay, one more. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Thank you so much. And we got a Prince of Cups. Okay, so we definitely have perhaps someone younger than you coming on in, my beautiful Sagittarians. There is an energetic match, but let's see what's happening there for you. There's definitely an option of 2 in your future. Let's see who's coming on in February. The heart of the matter is the 9 of Wands. So the 9 of Wands indicates it's been a bit of a battle in love, okay? Also, this is a card of exhaustion. So you may have been working like day to day on whatever it is that you do, and you feel maybe sometimes you don't have much time to search for love or look out for love. You're just exhausted, you're stressed, and you have a lot going on there. Also, when you've got a 9 of Wands, that does mean that you may be a little bit defensive, okay? and it may be because you got hurt in the past. It's a very cautious energy. It's crossed by the moon, so there is caution. Okay, it's almost, and the moon is like fear as well. So I'm just going to see what that is coming up for you. But you may feel very uncertain about your love relationships. So it's almost like you may resign yourself to, oh, well, there's no love for me. Okay, because I just get this energy of almost giving up completely. Okay. Yeah, they're just showing me someone who's very, very closed off. Now, just as I was doing that, they just went guava juice. They just said these words, guava juice. So, I mean, if you're having guava juice as you're listening to this reading, there's something in this message for you. I mean, it may be a place name, guava juice. I know guava is, of course, a fruit. Guava juice. I'm not really sure. Okay, it's going to be very precise. It's not going to be for everybody. When I'm scrying, it's like I'm tuning in like a radio. Just things come, images, words, sayings, people's names, places. You know, right now they just went Hawaii. So, I mean, you may be from Hawaii, or you may be planning a trip to Hawaii in some way. They're also showing me, yeah, Hawaii has a volcano, right? Because they're showing me a volcano there as well. Now, volcanoes, whenever I get I mean, I'm going to have to check the news now just to see if there's anything going on there. But anyway, when I'm shown a volcano, that normally means that you may have felt like you've been dormant for a while, my beautiful Sagittarians, but all of a sudden your attention, your passion is going to be sparked. So I do feel like there is someone coming on in that really, you know, makes you feel a little bit more perky than usual. Let's put it that way, okay? But the Nine of Wands is a cautious energy. And it may stem from being hurt in the past, or maybe you just feel a little bit guarded, because nines tend to be solitary energy, who are people who are self-sufficient. They got it all going on. They don't need nobody. They want somebody, but they can take it or leave it. And I feel like your heart is yearning deep down for somebody, but you're strong enough to sort of sometimes just put it out of your mind and just focus on your personal growth and on your career. So we got the Moon card. This is what's crossing you. You've had a lot of confusion in a past relationship, or in to do with love in general, okay? I do feel like there's a little bit of frustration here as well. Now, some of you are going to be like, you don't really know what you want when it comes to love. You just want someone who is honest, open, kind, funny. They're showing me, when they show me a mouth that is like, I feel like you're very witty, very funny. So you need someone who makes you laugh as well, okay? I feel like it's one of the top things on your list. Funny, okay? So let me just see what this is. The Moon cards tend to be about fears. But what's interesting, what's crossing you is the Moon energy is also things that are unseen. So you may be processing a lot of emotions. You may be making some voluntary changes in your world, and you're trusting your intuition to make those changes. So whilst you're dealing with some deep-seated emotions, you may not be seeking outside yourself at this time. I do feel like love will find you, okay? Now, the Moon card energy tends to bring plot twists. So it's almost like great opportunity lies hidden in the shadows. That's not meant to mean that, you know, you're going to be like walking down the street and in the shadows you're going to see your perfect mate. I feel like it's like out of the blue there is going to be an opportunity for you in love. So let me just see here. We got the Judgment in the reverse. We got the King of Cups. You're kidding me. We got the Wheel of Fortune, and we got the Queen of Pentacles. So the King of Cups is showing up again, and we've also got the Wheel of Fortune, which is surprise energy. Wheel of Fortune is like out of the blue. The Judgment card in the reverse. Now, this is interesting because I feel you may have been put on pause with regards to love because you came here with a mission. There's something here that you have to achieve. So you may have felt like you were here to work, or you're here to achieve something first before love kind of truly slots into place for you, okay? The Judgment card, I do feel like you're denying someone a return in your world, because I feel like that person caused you a lot of heartache, and you're not someone who tends to return to that energy. With the Judgment card in reverse also, I feel like there's a bit of self-doubt here, especially if there's a blockage with regarding rejection, or I feel like, yeah, there's been a lot of stagnation. I just keep getting this energy of that dormant volcano where nothing is happening for ages, and then all of a sudden this big rumble comes along and it's like this molten lava. It's really hot energy coming on in. The King of Cups is the highest energy of all. Scorpio energy here. I mean, this is Scorpio Aries. That's quite a fiery sort of connection in a person. So I feel like there is a loving person coming towards you, someone who's going to offer love, but I feel like they're a little bit younger than you. And you may feel at first that this is a person that you may not want to settle down with because you feel like they're younger. So that may be a thought that comes on in. I would say don't dismiss the person straight away. Don't dismiss the person straight away, okay? But this person has a lot of love to give. They're very gentle, very kind, very passionate, very deep in their emotions. This person is loving. They are non-judgmental. They're a bit of a peacemaker. They want to see the good in the world, and they love helping out in the world as well. This person is a natural born leader as well. They're very powerful in their energy. They may even have their own business. We got the Wheel of Fortune, which means out of the blue, you will meet somebody to love. So I feel if you are feeling right now that you're not quite on your life's purpose path, or you're trying to find your purpose, your true calling, I feel once you are fully on that, or at least have made a decision to be on that, then you will find the person you're meant to be with, or I feel like the person finds you, actually. That's what they're giving me. The Wheel of Fortune is a change in luck. And when you get the two together, it's like a change in your love circumstances for the positive. I feel like this is something that you don't see coming. With the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, though, I feel like there's an element here of you at first not really wanting to settle down with this person, or not wanting to nest with this person. It's almost like you want to retain your independence. Now, of course, you can retain your independence in a relationship. But there's something here where I feel... if the Knight of Pentacles, let me rephrase that. If the King of Pentacles, because you've got the King and the of Pentacles and the King of Water earlier, both in reverse. If the King of Pentacles sort of is a Taurus in your world, or is someone who has strong earth in their chart in some way, I feel like you may be closing out a cycle with that person first before you meet the new person, okay? Now, what is below you? We've got the Five of Wands, a lot of conflict. The Five of Wands is an energy of wanting something different. I feel like you want someone who's a bit left field. You tend to go for someone who's a bit quirky, someone who not everybody wants, or not everybody sees as aesthetically pleasing. I also feel like you need someone who sparks your mind, someone who really like is a challenge, because not that you get bored easily, my beautiful Sagittarians, but I feel, you need someone who sparks your attention, your sense of adventure, because you're very exciting to be with. You're very fun to be with, very creative. You're very strong in your emotions. You're very open and honest. What you see is what you get. And not every partner is strong enough to stand by your side. So I feel like you need someone who's strong enough to call you out when you need calling out, and vice versa. So I feel like you need someone who's equally as bold and daring as you. Now, the Five of Wands, the history of the Five of Wands is you're in training, okay? So you've been on the battlefield. You're nearly at the point of meeting somebody. You're nearly at the point of getting the relationship that you've been looking for, but you've had to kiss a lot of frogs, let's put it that way. So I feel like it's the journey that you have taken has been a difficult one, but I feel things are about to get a little bit easier, okay? Especially in the next 6 months is what they keep giving me. Now, Ace of Swords here is in the past position. So you may have had a bit of an epiphany. When you get an Ace of Swords, this tends to mean transformation and synchronicity. Powerful forces are sort of working here to bring you what you truly deserve and desire. Things will also start to get a little bit quicker. You can expect radical change. This also means triumphant breakthrough or success. So you may have recently started to talk to somebody new, or you will be shortly talking to somebody new, because swords are about communication, but they are about mental clarity, knowing what you want, and then you can take it from there, because you certainly know what you do not want. Okay, so I feel like you've had some excuse me, major moments where you can see within you what it is that you want in a partner, and patterns that you may have gravitated towards in the past. And if there's a person who keeps coming on in and communicating to you, and it's almost like they lead you down the garden path, or they never really follow through on their actions, you see through this person. You actively choose to either ignore them, or you actively choose to respond back to them. But I feel like you're responding differently to circumstances in your life from here on in. Okay. Now they're giving me a song. Treat me right, treat me good, treat me like the way you should, because I have a wooden heart. Right, okay, so this is a very famous song. I think, oh, we got a little knock there on my radiator over there. Elvis, I think it's a very famous song by Elvis. I'm not sure if Elvis first sang it, or I feel it's Wooden Heart. So it's almost like, when I think of Wooden Heart, I feel that's someone who's very authentic, someone who's very organic, someone who, you know, has the potential to have their heart broken. It can, you know, Wooden Heart can be broken. So I feel like perhaps you feel it is vulnerable to open yourself up to another because of past experiences. Especially since they gave me that particular lyrics from the song. Treat me right, treat me good, treat me, I can't remember what else they just said. Something about the way they should. Maybe that's the Justice card. That's how you should be treated, is exactly the Justice card. Now, either that song is relevant to your situation. For example, you may have just heard that song on an advert or a commercial, or on the radio, or in the store, or you're going to hear it in the next couple of days, or at some point in February. Okay, and it signifies some sort of major change in your relationships. So, for example, if you're in the store and all of a sudden that song comes on the radio over the tannoy or whatever, know that there are forces working behind the scenes to bring you the love that you truly deserve and desire. It is a signifier from spirit. So look out for that song, okay? I mean, it may be relevant to you in some way. For example, you may have a pet called Elvis, or, you know, maybe your favorite song is that song, or, you know, please take it as it resonates. It's not going to resonate for everyone. Now, what is above you? This is a potential, the Princess of Cups. So this is the Knight of Cups. So right now in February, the energy stars love coming on in towards you. A romantic attraction is in the energetic sphere for you at the moment. You may feel your own emotions start to become heightened and aware. You may feel a little bit more sensitive. You may also feel a call or a tug to fall in love with yourself a little bit deeper. Remember, a cup of love. We all start with a cup of love. Okay, and that cup is primarily for ourselves first. So we need to put self-care, love, you know, sensitivity, you know, trust, all of those things in that cup, so that we can feel those things about ourselves and then offer it to another person, because they drink from our cup and we drink from theirs. So, you know, we if we fill that cup with self-loathing, codependence, you know, insecurity, all of those things, then we're actually giving that cup to the other person, and they're exchanging a similar vibe. We tend to attract people who resonate at the same frequency as ourselves. So just be mindful of that. But there's definitely some sort of romantic attraction coming on in, but you may feel called to, in the next couple of weeks, to, you know, implement self-care routines. For example, you may have a certain routine, but you may feel like compelled to get yourself a little treat, for example, or you see, I don't know, right now they're showing me like, what do you call those things? You know, like PJs and things like that. You may be like, oh, there's a nice set of PJs to wear in bed or something like that. So random, I know, but you may have just bought some PJs or something. That's why it's coming through. I'm not really sure, so please take it as it resonates. It's almost like you're making your home your sanctuary, and you're treating yourself to little affordable luxury items to treat yourself and make yourself feel good about yourself, is my point. You're getting that call because you're energetically raising your frequency, because there is a match on its way for you, okay? So you will start to feel that heightened sense of emotions and awareness for yourself first, and then you're attracting this person. So there's definitely some love coming on in here. Someone is coming in towards you to make an offer in terms of love. And this person will never make you jealous. Never, you will always know where you stand with this person. This person wears their heart on their sleeve as well. This person is very awakened. Now, also, there's something here about this person. They may talk to you about pinballs. You know, like pinball machines? They may talk to you about pinball machines, or pinball machine is relevant. I mean, maybe you are at a place where you play a pinball machine. I'm not really sure. But for some reason, a pinball machine conversation is relevant. Okay, so, and it may be just like a flippant comment, like, oh yeah, it was so crazy at work today. I felt like I was in a pinball game and I was put from pillar to post, pillar to post. It could be something like that. But pinball is mentioned in a message with this person. So I'm just going to leave it like that. But yeah, definitely you're calling in the soulmate. Your frequency is raising and you're calling the soulmate, okay? As you can see there with that Princess of Cups, the cup is being energized. So I feel like you are calling in their frequency. Now, in the near future, we have the Justice card. So the Justice card is about... I mean, you've got a adjudication card there as well. So I do feel like justice will prevail. You're getting some really good karma, but you may be judging a situation. So this could be you're judging a situation from the past, or you're trying to find a solution for your love life, okay? So decisions have to be made when you get the Justice card. So your future self will thank you for the actions that you take in this moment, because your future will be changed by that. Remember, time is always fluid. Okay, whenever you're meant to hear this reading, you'll hear this reading, and the choices you make will affect certain aspects of your future. So the Justice card is about making decisions, taking action in the present moment to affect your future. For example, if you find you're always a homebody, you may change a routine up to put yourself a little bit more out there, or you may put yourself online dating if it's something you've never done before. You change an aspect of your life in order to affect your future. It will have a positive effect. The Justice card says you will bring in the love that you truly deserve and desire. You deserve this loving person who comes on in because you have so much to offer. The Justice card is about good karma, and you have given out a lot of goodness, my beautiful Sagittarians. You deserve some goodness back, okay? Now, your advice to yourself in this moment is Queen of Wands. The healthcare routine, beauty routines, have confidence. The Queen of Wands is about that self-confidence, that feisty energy. I mean, even though this is a Leo card, it is a fire element, just in your element as well. So I feel like you're starting to feel enthusiastic, or you're trying to get that motivation, that drive to peacock yourself, okay? As I said, some of you are going to feel like buying like small, affordable luxury items to make yourself feel good, or clothing, or new makeup if you wear makeup, or you may go out and get a haircut, or whatever it is. It's not that you're doing anything different to make yourself radically different, because you're beautiful, both inside and out. It's just to make yourself feel really good and confident in your own skin. So I feel like, the Queen of Wands is attributed to the most attractive card in the deck. This is a card that turns heads. So male or female, not a gender specific reading. It is about having that confidence that is magnetic, that actually attracts people. So I feel like you will be turning heads, because the more confident you are, the more people want to get to have a piece of that, right? So I feel like you're attracting a lot of opportunity. I'm just having a look at this card because they're drawing me to a couple of things here. They're drawing me to two panthers, two Black Panthers. I feel like these are relevant. Two Black Panthers. Now, either that is a logo that will be relevant to your situation. Maybe you or your person works at a place that has a logo that's two Black Panthers, or two Black Panthers mean something. It's a beautiful energy. It feels really kind of like protective and passionate and like rewarding, whatever this energy is. So two Black Panthers, I just have to leave it like that, okay? Yeah. That's all I'm getting from that card, yeah. Now, we do have the external circumstances. We've got the Knight of Pentacles. So this means that there is someone coming on in, but they are slow in their energy to come on in, okay? So the Princess of Pentacles is the equivalent of the Knight of Pentacles. So that is someone who's reliable, someone who is hardworking, someone who's dependable, someone who takes their responsibilities seriously, someone you can trust, someone who's loyal, someone who's got a plan, someone who wants to settle down. But the energetic sphere means it takes a long time for them to show up in your world, okay? Because they're also on a journey of discovery, and they're also focusing on their career at this time. I do feel like, I mean, look at this card. She, and again, male or female, not a gender specific reading. She is expectant. She's got a pentacle here on her belly there, but she's actually looks expectant. And you got the card of expectancy. So I do feel like you can expect a rewarding relationship to be coming on in towards you. Now they're showing me a moon cycle right now. Oh, okay. You know what? They're actually... Now, this is the world, okay? And there's a circle right there. And when I go there, I mean, I can't see anything that's there. But when I go to look, it's almost like I'm getting a magnifying glass over Hawaii. So again, they're giving me Hawaii for your reading. So either you've booked some sort of retreat there, or you're from there, or this person you're about to meet has links to this place. Please take it as it resonates. It's not going to resonate for everyone. Let me just pull a card on this one for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Ooh. Oh my gosh. I mean, Spirit gives you the exact same message you're meant to hear, okay? You saw me shuffle. Spirit gives you exact card that you need to see. And we got another Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so this is someone that, I mean, there's a little bit of a pause. You're not going to meet this person straight away, but they're coming on in and they're very dependable. This person has something real to offer you, something that will go the distance, something that is long-term secure. Okay, this person is true blue. The Princess of Pentacles, as I said, is the equivalent of a Knight of Pentacles. So I do feel like this is someone you can rely on, and they're coming on in. I mean, I love it when Spirit does that. It's so bang on the energy. They give you exact cards. So yeah, the external circumstances are ripe for someone committed and loyal, but there is a bit of a wait. I'm not going to lie to you, okay? I can only give you what I'm seeing here. Now, some of you may be closing out some karma. You know, karmic cycle with somebody, for example. I feel we've got a hope and a fear here, and it's a Nine of Pentacles. So a Nine of Pentacles, again, is a solitary energy where you're being self-sufficient, you're focusing on building your empire, you're building a life of luxury for yourself, something for a rainy day, something for the future. This is also about enjoying your freedom, your solitary energy. Just because you're single doesn't mean you're unhappy at all. I feel it's quite the contrary. I feel it's a really special person that actually gets your attention for you to even want to be with them in a relationship in the first place. This person that comes along is going to be a wonderful addition to your life. It's not someone that I feel like you're even seeking. Okay, I feel like this is someone who comes on in and enriches you. But the hope and fear position is, you know, you're all sufficient all by yourself. And sometimes you feel like giving up on looking for love, and it scares you because you feel you're quite content. You would like to meet somebody, but it's not that it's no big deal if you don't, and you are, so don't be worrying that you may not meet someone. And I don't care what age you are, whether you're 95 or whether you're 20, you know, there is definitely energy around you to bring on in new love, okay? But for the month of February, I do see that the majority of February will be spent in a solitary energy, okay, just so you're aware. If you're already talking to somebody, I feel like this person will reveal romantic feelings towards you a little bit later in February, more into the March sector, okay? Now, they're really showing me like, it's almost like a specter, like a ghost type figure there. I don't know if you heard that. There's a little knock again there in the same position. I feel like there's a closing out of a ghost of a lover in the past. You may not want to be with that person, but there's something here that may have influenced how you feel about love, and you may have kept it with you. It may have kept you guarded. It may have kept you resistant towards opening up to love. For example, you may have built a boundary, and a healthy one at that, but make sure that sometimes it doesn't shut down and make itself into a wall, okay? Because I just get this, again, untouchable feeling that comes with this. Now, I would say be mindful of workaholism. Make sure you make some time for love or finding love. It's just like a self-care routine, okay? So make sure you have, I don't know, even if it's some manifestation time where you're thinking about the sort of person you want to be with, because I see you focused, very focused on your career, very focused on your personal goals as well. So just be mindful of opening yourself up there. Also, if a person in the past tried to push your buttons and tried to make you feel jealous, you're actually not a jealous person. I feel like they projected their energy onto you. So I wouldn't be worried, because not everybody's going to treat you the same way. I feel like this person who's coming on in is true blue. They're really honest, open, and they're wise, and they're not a game player, okay? Someone who is has respect for your emotions. Now, the outcome here, we've got the Temperance card. That is you. So you could be meeting someone who also has strong Sagittarian placements there, but I feel this is about patience. Okay, so they are indicating, and please don't shoot the messenger, I can only give you what I'm getting. There is a bit of a wait for you, so in terms of love. So it's not that it's not going to happen in February, because you can meet somebody new, but in terms of going to a physical relationship, I feel like it's a little bit later, okay? But I feel like you're recalibrating yourself or coming back into some sort of balance, okay? Okay, so just as I put that down, I got, whether it's a name, it may be a name, they just said Mimi. So, I mean, it can mean that they're like me, you know, maybe it's like me time, I'm not really sure. But it also could be Mimi, as in a name, Mimi. So I'm just going to give you what I heard, which was Mimi. So I'll leave it at that. If it resonates, great. If it does not, it doesn't mean it's not your reading. It just means they want that person to pay close attention to the reading, as their attention may have wavered. Now, they just gave me also an image of someone going into their shower, and there being a spider on the entrance to the shower. So if that was you, you saw a spider on the, it's either, it could be a shower curtain. There's something, it's like a spider on that as you go into the shower. So that if that was in the last day or so, or just after this reading, then there's something in this message for you as well. Okay, again, that's not going to resonate for everyone. We do have a Prince of Cups. So again, Prince of Cups, you know, is the Page of Cups. So this does indicate new love that will be coming on in. We do have a Six of Cups as well. So they had to clarify, because the Princess of Cups up here indicates that there is an offer of love, romantic love on the table for you. But the outcome position indicates that there is a new love coming towards you with that Prince of Cups there. So this is someone that you may meet where you volunteer your time to help out on something. I feel some sort of charity work that you may be doing. I mean, there's even a letter here. I mean, there's an indication here. Look, there's a letter right there. This person that you're going to meet, they're an old-fashioned soul. And this person may even talk to you about sealing letters with wax, because they're highlighting. I mean, there was a letter here. It's like a little wax seal right there. I mean, it says CM there, but that's the initials of the artist. I mean, that could be relevant to you as well, because they're really highlighting this wax seal. Let me see the other letter. There's another C there as well. So maybe the initial means something. But right here, they're showing on the skulls, and skulls may be relevant as well, because they're highlighting that whole area for me. There's a little envelope and it's got a little red seal. So I do feel like there is something about this person being an old romantic. Again, male or female, not a gender specific reading. I feel like this person goes above and beyond in romance, this new person, and they tend to do like old school seals with wax seals on letter writing. I mean, that could be you as well, my beautiful Sagittarian, so please take it as it resonates. But they're just showing me this old romantic kind of energy and attraction that is expressed in letter writing. So please take that as it resonates. Now, we do have an indication that there is a choice when it comes to love. So the Justice card does mean about weighing up options, and your decisions that you make in this moment affect, like a butterfly effect, cause and effect in the future. So I do feel like someone wants to come and tell you the truth. Someone wants to make amends with you. They're receiving their karma and they're thinking about you. This is a past person. I feel like you don't really want to entertain this person, but we do have a Six of Cups. Okay, Six of Cups is about nostalgia. It is about thinking about the past. Sweet memories, old flames, the good old days. But remember, don't look back with rose-tinted glasses. There's a reason why you're not with that person in the past, and we need to remember that in order to learn the lesson, but not take the past with us to the present, okay? Because the past rarely has anything new to say. Unless they come on in saying, you know, they've changed, and then their actions reflect the changes. You know yourself. Trust your intuition. The Moon card is there crossing you for a reason. So I feel this person may give you some light on something that you felt very confusing in a past relationship. But the Six of Cups tends to mean someone missing you, longing to be in your arms, wanting to reunite with you, okay? But this card does primarily remind you, don't live in the past, okay? So as you can see, it's like a shadow, like a shadow figure, and I feel like this person wants to reach out to you, and I feel like the innocent part of you, or it's not naivety, but I feel like you want to believe in the best in a person, so sometimes you may entertain this person from the past, but I do feel like you have options, okay? I'm going to see what this person's intention is. Person from the past, can you please? You know, they're just giving me this indication. It's quite interesting. They're giving me this indication, the Emperor in reverse. They're immature. They're not thinking about settling down. I would say this person's not a divine counterpart energy right now. Now, the Six of Cups, beautiful card, of course, wonderful deck of cards here. This is reminding me of like Banksy's work. This is me. This is from me, not from spirit. I just want you to be aware. So this is reminding me of Banksy's type work. And if you think about Banksy, it's almost like he shows up in the night. He just, you know, makes a mark and then leaves. And nobody really knows. He's like a phantom, you know, phantom artist. So I'm just getting this energy from this person in the past. It's almost like they show up and they may leave a real mark on you in terms of what they say, and then it just is not sustainable and it just sort of phantoms out a little bit. So that's what I'm getting from this card. That's just me intuitively, okay? So that may not resonate for everybody, but that's what intuitively I'm getting here. But the fact that the Emperor is showing up in the reverse with this card, I do feel like this person's not really thinking about settling down. This person still has a bit of an ego. I feel like they're, you know, quite immature in their energy. And I feel like this person is avoidant of their feelings, very chaotic person. So whilst they still think about you and there is love there, and they may want to heal things with you, I feel energetically they are not ready, okay? So just so you're aware. Excuse me. And finally, we've got the Queen of Cups. Now, the King of Cups showed up for you earlier, and we've got a Queen of Cups there. So I do feel like you have an energetic match. Okay, was this, I don't know where that was. Okay, I don't know. Is it at the bottom? No. Okay. Anyway, a King of Cups showed up in the upright. So someone who is coming on in. The Queen of Cups tends to mean self-care, being comfortable in your own skin, recognizing that you have a lot of love to give. And because you are a healer and you are emphatic and you have so much love and care to offer, people tend to gravitate towards that, okay? So I do feel like you are preparing yourself for love. So I feel the way is being made clear for this person to come on in. I feel like there's a bit of a wait, but I feel like it's worth waiting for. I know you may have felt like, Baba, I've been waiting for years for love, but I do feel like the way is being made clear for you to receive this love. There's a lot of chemistry with this person, I gotta say. Okay, a lot of chemistry with this person. I mean, I get energy from cards, and they're just showing me a lightning bolt over the private part area. So I do feel like, you know, there's going to be so much chemistry with this new person who comes on in. Wait for the right love that you truly deserve and desire. If you gave all your love and your care and your attention to someone that you consider now the wrong person for you, imagine what it's going to be like when you meet the right person. Okay, I'm just going to pull another card just to clarify, and then I'll close the reading for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please? Okay, you want that one. King of Wands. Yeah, a lot of electric energy. Well, they said here's your divine counterpart. So it's quite interesting because this is your advice to yourself. The Queen of Wands, and we have a King of Wands. So we do have an energetic match. And I mean, if there's anyone who's going to be passionate, it is this power couple. So the King of Wands is someone who is a leader, someone who will sweep you off your feet, someone who's quite influential. I mean, they could have very strong Aries in their chart. Could also be a bit strong Sagittarian energy in their chart as well. I feel like this is a very passionate connection between you and a person. I also feel like this is a divinely connected and protected relationship. The King of Wands also is someone who is spiritually influential. So this is someone who has walked a difficult path as well and had a lot of spiritual awareness. And although it's a king, and a king is a mature energy, I do feel like energetically this person is younger than you. Doesn't mean that they're less mature. So I feel like this person is vibing at the right frequency to match what you are feeling in this moment about yourself. Okay, so very positive energy. There is a bit of a wait, I can't lie to you. I do feel like there is still a bit of a pause. You're still a bit on hold, but I feel like you're taking actions in February that affect your future, and you meet this person. Remember, have hope, believe and receive. I'm just going to get you a final card to close the reading. And this is a personal power oracle deck by DREWIT. So this is a mantra to remind yourself as you move forward. And I am passionate. As you can see, all those butterflies there. You're making radical changes in your world. And if you've been in a stagnant energy for a while, it won't be too long now before you actually sort of rise up and meet the next part of your journey in terms of love. But it says, I am passionate. And that is the energy. I mean, the Queen of Wands literally means I am passionate. I am feisty. I am self-assured. I am confident. So you're all of those things, whether you are male or female. And it's about vibing at that frequency and matching the frequency of the person coming on in. I mean, it's even number 40. When you reduce it, 4 plus 0 is 4, the Emperor energy. There is a divine counterpart who wants to settle down coming towards you, okay? We also got, I release what doesn't serve me. So you're releasing the past, processing some very difficult emotions. It's number 19, which is the Sun card energy. So you're purging in order to find your happiness. Okay, there is a successful, loving, joyous relationship coming on in here, but optimism is the key in releasing any past pain. Very difficult process, I know, Sometimes it takes people years to process damage from a previous relationship. Sometimes it takes people months. It depends on your level of it depends on the level of the journey that you're on right now. We all have different paths to walk, and we can never really truly walk in another person's shoes, but we can attempt to try and understand, or being open to understand each other's journey. Okay, so I'm just going to get you a final trinket. Well, it's not going to be a trinket this time, it's going to be a heart. So I'm really drawn to this one here. So let's see what this one says. Only bring this this out when it's coming up to Valentine's Day. Okay, it says, I love this one. It says, true love is just around the bend. True love is just around the bend. Now maybe bend is important because bend is an odd word. I mean, it just means just around the corner. Did I say, I feel like I said in the reading, it's like great opportunity lies in the shadows. And then I sort of said, I don't mean you're just going to walk down the street and find someone in some dark corner. I mean, maybe you are. No, I don't think so. But I feel like, yeah, true love is just around the bend. So do not give up. Do not give up hope. I'm going to pop that there for you. I hope something resonates in this reading for you. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. It's completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very important for me, actually. And also, if you'd like to be in with a chance to win a free personal reading, all you have to do is write this sentence in the comments box below. I am loved. And believe it, okay? I am loved. My guides really want you to be aware of that sentence and really process it, because not only are you loved by those around you, you're also loved by a lot of people in spirit. There is a long line of people walking with you in strength, empowering you on your journey. Sometimes they whisper to guide you in certain directions. So listen to that intuition. You will be guided to the right path to meet your person, okay? Just so you're aware. But if you pop that sentence in the comments box below, I'll gravitate towards one lucky subscriber on the 28th of February, and I'll announce it in a video upload. Just to let you know, my guides do not give me a name until the very day, the 28th of February. Okay, so I do not know who's going to win until such time as they give me a name. So I will leave it at that. Good luck, and thank you so much, my beautiful Sagittarians. Love and light.